Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. This is Jennifer coming to you live from Lexington, South Carolina. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I am here this morning to have some coffee and make a card with you this morning. So good morning, everyone. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to find me. Hopefully I will be showing up soon. Got lots of exciting things to share with you today. I am actually getting my desktop pulled up, so in case somebody makes a comment, I will be able to see you. Oh, goodness. I love coming to you first thing in the morning and being able to craft with you before I go off to work. To do my job, full-time job. Eventually, hopefully, Stampin' Up will be my full-time job, but for right now, it is not. So we will make time where we can have crafting time, okay? All right, let's get this pulled up and make sure everything is good to go. Eventually, hopefully. All right, there we go. Oh, I don't need that. Let's see, I need to get my comment section. There we go. All right, so I've got that pulled up. So, a couple of exciting things going on. So, Stampin' Up has pulled the card again. So, starting today through Friday, they are doing free shipping on qualified orders, which are $75 and over. Before any product credits are applied, any discounts, whatnot, if you get a qualified order that is $75 or more, you will receive free stamping. Yeah, free shipping. Yay! Can't beat free shipping. So it is time to pull the shopping list out and get started on getting them orders in and get on that free shipping. Also with that, you also qualify for my free with purchase class that I did on Sunday with the Jar of Joy bundle. So you will get those projects as well for free from me if you place your order by Friday. All right, so go click the link in this video for shopping and get those orders in so you can double up and get free shipping and get projects pre-kitted, pre-made for you, and all you do is assemble and do your stamping. I do all the other legwork, so please get those orders in. Take advantage of this great opportunity. The other thing I wanted to announce that's in this video is my one-day retreat. I am teaming up with one of my team members, and we are doing a one-day retreat on November the 1st. Click the link in this video to get more details. If you have any other questions, please reach out to me. I would love to have you come and join me. This is my first time doing a one-day retreat. I normally do weekend getaways, but I have decided to do a one-day retreat, and I am supporting the Give Back program through Stampin' Up, which is the community project that they have selected is breast cancer awareness. So we will be supporting that. You will also get to do make and takes with the Love and Courage bundle that Stampin' Up has that will go toward the community give back. So click the link. I would love for you to come and join us for a whole day of uninterrupted crafting time. Also, if you're not able to come, but you want to get the projects and all the goodies that you will be receiving that day, there is an option for a retreat in a box. Just click that link in the registration, and I will make sure you get that sent to you. All right, so I think I'm ready to do some crafting. How about you? We got lots of fun things coming up. I am going to be working away this weekend. Oh, one last thing. Today is the deadline, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you plan to come to our sipping kit, which is Saturday, October the 24th, now is the time to register. 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Registration ends because I have got to get those orders in. So they will be here by Saturday. So I would love for you to come. If you've never been before to a sipping kit, grab a friend, grab a kit, order it. Just click the link in this video for sipping kit, and I will do all the work for you and your friend. Just grab your friends, register, and come join us. I can't tell you how much fun we have with this. And then lastly is the starter kit that Stampin' Up! Has a phenomenal opportunity. You cannot beat it. I have been a demonstrator for 9 years, and they have never done this before. But you are getting $125 in free product for only $35. Okay, let it sink in. I mean, how much more can you guess for? Free shipping. You get $125, plus you get to be on my team, Stampin' Scrappers. We have so much fun together. We do retreats together. We do local events together. I do team meetings. We do Zoom calls. We share projects on a private Facebook group. I support my team in many, many ways. So if you're interested in that starter kit, reach out to me or go in and click the link in this video and get your kit. $125 in free product. You choose. All right? Okay. All right. We're going to get started this morning. I know this is the time of the year for fall cards, Christmas cards, all those types of cards. And I am coming away from that today, and I am doing a little something different. I don't tend to make many of these cards, but you know, sometimes we just have to have these cards. So today I am going to be doing a sympathy card and prayer cards, because you know, sometimes we do unfortunately have to have those cards, and it is a great opportunity with this bundle that I am using today. I am only using bits and pieces. I know it says the Peaceful Garden Suite. I'm only using partial of that suite, but I just thought it would be easier to do the whole suite versus just the stamp set. All right, I'm going to flip the camera and we're going to get started. I've got 2 great projects for us to do today, and then I want to share some of the product with you for this bundle. All right, let's turn our camera around. And this weekend, I am going to be in my studio working on some fantastic upcoming classes for the month of November, as we are fast approaching November. It is coming up very quickly, so I need to get some classes going for that. Monday, well, I'll be live on Sunday, but on Monday, October 27th, we have our craft-along, so don't forget to come join for that. If you ordered your kit, you should be receiving it hopefully within a day or so. And then you will need to prep your designer series paper according to your instructions. And then we will be ready to rock and roll on Monday for that. But then I will be live on Sunday, October the 26th. That video may be pre-recorded, but I will be here for you, whether it's pre-recorded or not. That is the day that my family is coming together for us to do our pumpkin carvings. I have my niece coming and her family, and my great niece, and my children will be here, my grands. So that is the day that we will be doing our pumpkin carvings. So I will have it recorded just in case I need to hit the button to schedule it, then I'll have it ready. But I am going to plan to be live. I just don't know how long my family event's going to be. And, you know, family is very important as well. So, but don't fear. I will be here one way or another on Sunday. All right. Here is the Peace on Earth stamp set. This is part of the Peaceful Garden bundle. It comes with the stamp set. It also has these beautiful dies, and I have used this set before for Christmas, but these are the dies. You get 2 different dies. You get the branches and then stars there, envelope flips, and then a little branch, and these 2 gorgeous label dies. You also get this embossing folder, which we are going to be using today. So let me just stick a piece of cardstock under here so you can see. There we go. That way you can see the actual design in the embossing folder. And this is called the Peaceful Greenery 3D embossing folder. All right, so that is part of this suite as well. And like I said, the cards that we're doing today does use this embossing folder. All right, the other thing that comes in this suite is this gorgeous ribbon that we will be using today. And again, I have used this in the past, but it's got the silver sparkly tone in the ribbon as well. And this ribbon is called Misty Moonlight ribbon. All right, so that goes with the suite as well. And then we've got this gorgeous designer series paper. Now, I have used a lot of it, but you get 6 full sheets of designer series paper, and this is one side here. And then if you flip it over, you have the little branches. And then here is another sheet that you can have. All right, and then it turns over, and it is a solid color. Then you have this gorgeous leaves, and flip it over, and then you have stars. This one's got the branches and the berries, and then you flip it. I love this side. Love it. I wish they would come out with a whole pack of this right here, because I would definitely stock up on that. All right, and then you've got this one. And then you flip it over, and it's more of a beige solid color. And then you have the little star eyelets on this side. This is the basic beige with crumb cake. And then you turn this over, and it's a sheet of doves. Gorgeous, gorgeous paper. You get 2 sheets of each design. So, that is also the paper for this suite. Now let me put this where it needs to go. I actually got up this morning and semi-cleaned my studio. So, that's a chore sometimes, right? All right, so here are our projects for today. This is the first card that we're going to do. And then here is the second card that we will be doing this morning. I feel like I'm a little on the crooked side, and I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. All right, I believe that's even now. Let me see. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. I changed up my coffee this morning. I am using my protein shake pumpkin spice. So even though I'm not doing fall cards, I'm still thinking fall because I got the pumpkin spice protein shake in my coffee this morning. All right, so these are the 2 cards that we will be making today. All right, so let's get started with this. Let's do this one first, okay? I like I said, I don't make many sympathy cards, but sometimes we do need them. And it was actually, we have lost a member at our church, so I do need a sympathy card. But also this past weekend, I was at a craft fair, and it was pointed out, you know, she was looking through my card rack, and she was specifically looking for sympathy cards. So I know they're needed, and I got to get better at making more of them, because I don't make many sympathy cards unless I have to have one. Then I put one together. But we should always have different kinds of cards on hand. All right, so here we go. Let's get started. So I've got my thick basic white cardstock. It is cut at 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then we have our piece that I have embossed, and this is 5 1/4 by 4. And then I did the embossing on it. And when you do the embossing, it does this label. Also, what you can do with that folder is it is a hybrid folder. So that means, let me do this real quick. That means you can take the die and stick inside of here, and it kind of locks in. And once it's in there, it don't move, okay? And then you can put your cardstock down on it. You can run, you can kind of run this through the embossing machine, just like this. You run this through the embossing machine, and then it will cut that out in a hole in your card. But I didn't do mine that way, so, but you can do that. All right. But this piece of paper, piece of cardstock is 5 1/4 by 4. And then I did the embossing on it. And then I used the 2 different labels, which is right here, the 2 different size labels. One I cut out of the Misty Moonlight, and the other one is cut out of Basic White. And I used the 2 dies here for that. Then what I did is I took the branch, the little leaves, and I cut 2 strips out of Misty Moonlight, and I got those ready for us to use in here. Okay, so that is the product that we're going to be using for this card. On the inside, I left it blank, so we're going to just go ahead and fold our card base in half where the score mark is. We're going to take our bone folder and give it that great embellished top up there. And I don't like to glue my stuff down until I am totally ready for my project to be completed. So I'm going to slide that out of the way a second. We're going to pull our label out. We're going to open up our Misty Moonlight ink pad, and then I am going to stamp with Deepest Sympathy. And the one thing about this stamp set, Peace on Earth, when you think of Peace on Earth, you think Christmas. But guys, this stamp set is for so many things. You've got big hugs for a good friend, heartful prayers, all the best in your new adventures, sending, wishing you. You could do sending love, 2 different stamps there, and then the sympathy, of course, and then we've got our Christmas sentiment that says Peace on Earth. So there are so many different things you can do with this one set. So don't think whenever you see stamp sets that says Christmas titles that it's all about Christmas, because it won't be. All right, so I'm tapping it into my ink pad here, and then we're going to stamp it straight in the center. Hopefully it is straight. Perfect. All right. Now we're going to close this up because that is all the stamping we're going to do at this time, and I don't want to get that all over my cardstock. So I'm going to take my adhesive, and I am using our Stampin' Seal. Love our Stampin' Seal. It is great for scrapbooking. Also, it is great for card making. So if you don't have a favorite adhesive, I do recommend our Stampin' Up adhesive because it is great to use. All right, so now what I want to do, after I attach that, I am going to turn this over, and I am going to put 2 little specks of adhesive on the back side. I am going to take my ribbon and my snips, and I'm going to kind of fold this over just like that, and we're going to snip this off. All right. And then I want to kind of make a little bow type without tying a bow. And then we're going to stick that straight onto our adhesive on the back. All right. Now we're going to put the adhesive all over the back. And I am a heavy adhesive person, so you do the adhesives the way you like to do it. I am just a big heavy person that does a lot of adhesive. All right, so now we're going to put this right in the center of our fold here. It is nicely there. Good morning, Karen. Welcome. All right, we're going to put this right there. All right, now we're going to take our 2 little branches, and I normally use my green glue, and I don't have any green glue on my desk, and I was like, I know I had 2 or 3 bottles, but it's gone. So I think my little gremlins, naming Ella Grace, has been up in my craft room and got my green glue. So today we are going to be using the fine tip glue pen, which actually works better than the green glue. But now I got to go find my green glue. And by the way, if you have grandchildren or children that love to get in your craft supplies, we sell a bunch of adhesive stuff that makes great stocking stuffers and Christmas items. Closer to time, I will be putting kits together. So as you're thinking about stocking stuffers and things like that for children and grandchildren, even adults, because, you know, we always need snips. We always looking for glue, all those types of things. Keep our supplies in mind because they come in handy. So I know my 3 grands are going to get adhesive packets, whether it's a gift or whether it is a stocking stuffer. I have not decided which one I'm doing yet, but it is a constant battle of them constantly getting my supplies. So I'm going to make them a little goodie bag as one of their gifts. So we're going to put this down just like that. And this fine tip glue works perfect for this because this is so fine and tiny. And you don't want too much to come out. So that is the great thing about that. So I don't want this hanging up like that. So I'm going to take my snips and I'm going to snip that little part off of the branch. And I'm going to do the same thing at the end. I don't want this tail hanging off. So we're going to cut that off. All right, let me put this. The one thing that you do have to keep in mind is you do need to keep this liquid glue. Come on. You do need to keep the liquid glue closed when you're not using it because it will foam like a scabby type film over the tip of it, and it clogs it up. But you can easily clean it with a safety pin or whatnot. But I like to keep mine closed at all possible. All right, so now what we're doing is we're putting our adhesive on the back of our card. And I think I am about out. That's always a joy, right? And because it's not, I know I'm doing a little more than extra, but it's only rolling pieces on here, so I am just double checking, because the last thing you want is a card to fall apart when you mail it. All right, there we go. I think we're good now. So then we're going to take this and just stick it straight onto the basic white cardstock and press that down. And there is our first card. All right, now we're going to move over to our second card. And over there, we're going to move to the second card, which is this one here. And we always can use a great prayer card when somebody is going through some troubled times, some hard decisions, all those types of things. These are always great to put in the mail to someone. Yes, we make all these beautiful cards, so we do need to make sure we are sending our cards, not just making our cards. And that's going to be a thing that we do in November. I am going to do something different that I haven't done in the past, but I'm really excited about doing it this year. All right, so more details to come on that. All right, so with this one, we have our cloud cover cardstock. And this is by 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. We have our designer series paper that is cut 5 1/4 by 4. We have a piece of our basic white cardstock that goes on the inside of the card, and this is 5 by 3 3/4. And then again, I did Misty Moonlight and basic white cardstock using the label dies from this bundle. I have cut out 2 of the branches in basic white. And I cut 2 branches out of the cloud cover cardstock. And then we have our dove out of the basic white cardstock as well. All right, so those are the pieces. So basically the dies in the designer series paper for this card does the work for us. So we don't have very much to do. That is what's great about this paper, is the work is done for you. Stampin' Up did it for you. We just have to come up with the actual design of using it. So I'm going to take my paper, cardstock, fold it where the score mark is, do the bone folder, give it that great crisp fold at the top. I have my designer series paper that I'm going to go ahead and put my adhesive on the back side of my paper, and then we're going to just kind of put this right onto the card front. All right, there we go. Now, I left the inside blank, so we're going to go ahead and just open this up, take our basic white cardstock. Anytime I have dark cardstock or a colored cardstock, other than beige, I normally, or very vanilla, I normally put another piece of cardstock on the inside of a lighter color so you can write your message and it's easier to see. So I've just put the basic white on the inside. I did leave it blank, so we're going to go ahead and do that. We need to do our stamping on this one, so we're going to pull out our Misty Moonlight ink pad again. And this time, I am going to bring in the Heartfelt Prayer stamp set. And I'm tapping it into my ink. And we are going to stamp this center of the label. All right. And we're going to close this up. All right. Then we're going to adhere it to the Misty Moonlight, just like we did the other label. But this one does get some special treatment before it goes on the card. So we're going to center this like that. Okay. Now we're going to pull out our little branches, and I'm going to put the cloud cover on the front, and I'm going to use my fine tip glue again. And we are going to put just a little bit on the back of here. All right, now this is going to go right there. Hold that down just for a second so it's got time to glue itself together while I put this back on here, because I don't want that to dry up. Again, we're going to take our snips and we're going to cut off that tail because I don't want that on there. We're going to put some adhesive just on the back side there. Then we're going to take the basic white branch and we are going to attach those to the back. Okay, so that is how that is going to look. Then we're going to take our little dove and put our adhesive on our dove. Let's make sure I do the right side. Yes, right here. So we're going to put, come on. We're going to put the adhesive on our dove. And I didn't put any on this wing because it does hang off of the label. So we're going to just kind of put it just like that so it don't get stuck back there. All right, now I am going to put my dimensionals on here. Now you guys, you know you were not gonna get away with me not doing dimensionals this morning. You know that is a given. We have to do at least one project with dimensionals. At least one. Y'all thought I was gonna get away from it today, didn't you? That's not gonna happen. We got to do dimensionals at least one time on a card. All right. So there is that. Now we are ready to put this on our card base. And you can angle it wherever so you don't cover up your doves. That's totally up to you. But I am going to just center this. And it's going to go straight on just like that. Now, my dove, there we go. I want him sticking up just a little bit. Oh, we got to bring out our liquid glue again. All right, bring out our liquid glue, and this branch is going to get just placed down at the bottom of our card. All right, we're gonna do all of that, and this is going to get put right here. And if you didn't want to put that part there, you could totally leave it off. That is totally up to you. All right, come on, last time. I've got to put the needle back into the point on here. And sometimes I struggle with lining that up. All right, so to wrap this up, I have our Misty Moonlight, and it comes 2 in a pack. It's Misty Moonlight and white ribbon. I'm going to take this and I'm going to tie a small bow, hopefully. The first one worked great. So, now that I'm on video, let's see what happens. I'm going to record myself and not know I'm recording myself so y'all can see that I do not always struggle with tying bows. It's just the videos. I don't get it. There we go. There we go. All right, let me see if I can do this and this. All right, then we're going to take our little tail and cut it off. And I am not making it very big. We're going to do a small tail. All right, then I want to put this on with my glue dots. I hope everyone has enjoyed this video, and I also hope everyone has a wonderful and blessed Wednesday. It is always a great time to come together first thing in the morning as we get our day started, drinking our coffee and doing our morning routines. I just love this opportunity. So thank y'all for supporting me. If you have liked this video, please click the like button. Share my video as that helps my business grow. Also, if you're watching the YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not already. And share, because that is what makes me grow. And I love sharing with each of you. All right, last little bit. We're going to use the embellishments that come with this suite. These are called Hues of Blues Flowers. I am using the dark ones up here. So let's see which ones we're going to do. We're going to do one of the big ones, and we're going to do it right down here. Then we're going to do a small one, and we're going to stick it up here. And then lastly, we're going to come over here, and we're going to stick one over there. All right, guys, that wraps up our morning coffee and a card with Jennifer. I hope you enjoyed these projects again. Don't forget, starting today through Friday, Stampin' Up! Has free shipping on qualified orders. If you place the qualified order between now and Friday, you also will get my Christmas Series 3 projects. There was 4 of them using the Jar of Joy stamp set with the punch. You qualify for those projects. And then you also will get the Monday night mystery stamping project, which was the little gingerbread box that I did. And just so I can share it with you because it's so stinking cute. This is the gingerbread mystery box that I did on Monday for mystery stamping. So if you didn't see that, go back and watch that video. But that is part of the Christmas series projects this week. So place those orders if you see that you can. I've got the links in the video. Also, the one-day retreat. Don't forget about it. And I will be back either pre-record or live on Sunday with another Christmas series number 4. And lots of other things to share on Sunday with you. So be ready, and I hope you have a wonderful and blessed rest of your week. Talk soon. Thank you. There.